It's presently 7:51 Central Standard Time, and I did get a call on my personal line, and the discussion that seems to be permeating in this community here of Gary, Indiana, Lake County is the airport, since I brought it up. The airport is absolutely the critical De Beers Diamond Mine, and you've heard me say that. The De Beers Diamond Mine is the essence of what the Gary Airport and the location to it and the vital necessity for what it could be, enhancing the importance of Gary, Indiana, Chicago, Michigan, and the whole state of Indiana clear to Indianapolis. So let's get that clear. I heard and saw a gentleman discussing this issue, and it's all millions and millions and millions. That's a real discussion that anytime you hear any politician or anybody that has to do with anything concerning that airport or businesses, it's into the millions. That's a joke. Positive joke. Gary doesn't have a reputation for utilizing millions. They're gone. Started out with Hatcher. They got that money that they got from the big guys in Indianapolis that trusted what he was going to do and what he was, all the promises, and we have nothing to show for nothing. There is nothing. You go down the whole of Broadway, it's like a dead man's cave of postures and posters, like the Palace Theater, where now they're going to knock down. They used to pretend they had someone sitting there where they sold tickets. All the storefronts had these caricatures of cartoons. It's a bunch of crap. And now you're talking about the airport. That is the key to the whole of what Gary is going to be and be put on the map. And that's going to be, so you enhance it, so it's going to bring in people on airplane flights to whatever they're going to create. And guess where I'm giving you a supposition of where it's going to be? It's over there at the Village, where they have the Village Center, the shopping mall. There is your key to what the future of Gary is going to be. That's the secret little cave that you're going to see be enhanced with something huge, big, and the whole purpose of that enhancement that they did to Grant Street. Check it out. Why is Grant Street enhanced with the big entrances and exits for loads of cars and transportation to come into that Grant Street perimeter? You know what I think? A casino. Chicago's getting a little nervous, the toe dancer over there. He doesn't want any connection to Indiana, but it's already there on the south of county. And this whole thing with the airport, now you're going to put a bunch of conniving, good-for-nothing nobodies into a building to harbor them, feed them, medicate them, take care of them? For what? We have people in Gary that are starving, that are staying there because of their love and their belief in Gary. And now you're going to be screwing around, creating a business that's going to kill that airport? Never. Never, 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 never. And I did get a call to ask my opinion on it, and now it gives me a voice to say it here on this show. So listen carefully. Anybody and everybody in the state of Indiana, Chicago, Illinois, and Michigan, you don't want that building there. They tried it in Hobart. Guess what? It got shot down. Did you forget that? No, you didn't forget it because you didn't know about it, you didn't read about it, you didn't care about it. They tried it to put it over there where the Serbian Hall was, and it got shot down. People in Hobart are smart. But now what's going to happen in Gary? That man that's talking millions and millions and millions and millions, who in the heck is he? What has he ever done for the city of Gary? And then you got the lady mayor. She's involved in this. I want to know what the payoff's going to be for her. Anytime someone's going to advocate something like that, there's got to be a contract, there's got to be a secret thing. You're going to get part of something with the revenue that's going to be put into this, and then it's not going to fly. It is not going to do anything. That's never going to happen. The city of Gary is a sleeping giant of multiple possibilities that can make it the first thing on the map in the state of Indiana and the border of Lake County. So bear that in mind. This whole thing with that crap that they're talking about. And who reads the Gary Post? Nobody. Nobody buys the Gary Post. And then now they're watching what? Who's sitting on the council? What do they have to say? No one's a banker. No one has any credentials as a businessman of any repute. Nothing. That building cannot be put there. Tell them to go put it somewhere else. Somewhere else where they have nothing. And there are a lot of places with that. That should be put on some kind of a desert out in the middle of nowhere. If that's what they're going to do. You're going to spend your money taking care of crooks, of malcontents? Never. That airport's got to be there for the rise of the whole city of Gary. And that's what it was planned for, and that's what it should be. I'm getting a little bit excited because of someone that called me and said, do you have an opinion? Hell yeah, I do. I've got a lot of them. And the city of Gary, I don't want it written off the map. I don't want that name changed to something else. There's another thing, There are people that want to change the name of Gary so that it doesn't have all of that crap that's been tied to Gary for over 60 years. Cannot happen. That place and those people they want to place in the building, they threw it out of Hobart. They're smart because they're tight. It's a tight unit of people. And now Gary, where's the tight unit of people? The ones that were there that everybody was looking at them and didn't know what the hell they were doing there. So you know what? That's got to stop. And everybody and anyone that's hearing this and you see it on the computer and you see it on the screen, you put your 2 cents into this one. I don't want those thieves and that crappy ass people that they got in there. You get rid of them. Tell them to go put them somewhere else. Send them back where they came from. We don't want them here. We got a lot of decent people that don't have jobs, can't make a living, losing their homes, losing their way of life, and then you're going to be taking care of malcontents like that. You know what that is? I don't want to use the word, but I'll use the initial. That's BS. So as far as I'm concerned, that's a topic now that was brought to my attention with someone that called because they know I have an opinion. But I give it to you with force, with positive force for the good of Gary, for the good of Lake County and the state of Indiana, and the other two communities, Michigan and Chicago. Chicago shouldn't even want that. They're going to need that lake and they're going to need that casino when it comes, and it is going to come. As soon as this election's over, take it to the bank. It's going to absolutely be a possibility, but it's going to be after the election. After the election, you're going to see so many things happening that's going to blow your head off. And it's not an old lady telling you this. It's a smart old lady. And then again, like I say, I could use my age as, well, a little bit senile, and I'm kind of babbling. But don't count on it. And anyone that knows me, they'll tell you, don't count on it. So for this, that Gary Airport, that's going to fly. It's going to be an international, it's going to be, how can I say? It's going to be the top of the mountain for the future of Indiana, Chicago, Michigan, and absolutely Indianapolis. So if you want to keep on trying to, no one reads the Gary Post. They don't buy the Gary Post. No one knows what the hell's going on in the city half the time. I bring up subjects and I go, how do you know? And the thing, anyone that knows me, I say, I buy a paper, I read. I don't depend on a television here to tell me what the hell's going on. I trust news media. That is the thing they're trying to eradicate. No more newspapers, no more magazines, no more nothing. You're going to be controlled by the screen, and then you don't know who the hell's in the back of it conducting all the news. So right now, Gary Airport, no, absolutely not. I want it to be a passenger one, and then when they do what they're going to do over there, where the the place is, what, one building with maybe one business there at the Village Mall? The only mall that we ever had in the state of Indiana was that one, and then it got shut down by the politics of Gary. So stay tuned. I'll be back.